Perhaps it's the head that I found in the lake.
Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Jordi, if you don't know me. I couldn't not do a character from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I just wanted to do one that I hadn't done yet. And so I decided to attempt the undersea gal. I am so happy with the way it turned out. The only thing I wish I had were some really yellow contact lenses. I feel gorgeous. If you're wondering how you too can look this beautiful, then keep watching. The slicked back hair is not my favorite look. It stinks. It smells like a really old shortbread cookie, like one from a garbage bin. I'm gonna gel my hair down to make it nice and flat. The only hair gel that we could find was Dippity Doo, and the smell is so familiar. I used to wear my hair in a hair helmet made of gel, and I think I must have been using Dippity Doo. The smell actually makes me kind of anxious. I don't have very much hair, so this shouldn't be very difficult. I'm putting it in a super low pony right at the bottom of my neck. Not the bottom of my neck, the nape of my neck, the bottom of my head. And then any hair that's hanging out the back of the bald cap, I'm just gonna tuck into my turtleneck. I am nervous. You only really get one chance. If I mess it up, then I don't get to be bald. I wanna make sure it's straight. I could just be Humpty Dumpty. I made these little fins and they won't completely cover my ear. So I'm wondering if I should actually cover my ear with the bald cap. That feels really icky and I can't hear. I think I am gonna cover them and I think it's gonna be really uncomfortable. The edge is quite smooth and I don't think I'm gonna trim it at all. I'm just gonna put some spirit gum on my forehead. I would really rather not get spirit gum in my hair. Bald cap day at school was one of my favorite special effects day. It was so funny. We all had to make each other bald, so the whole class was just a bunch of bald gals. We looked incredible. If any of you are watching, I miss you guys. Covering my ears is probably the easier route, to be honest. I do recall cutting out the ear and getting it to stick smoothly around the ear was pretty challenging. I think the challenge is just gonna make sure this is stuck down enough to stay stuck down so my ear doesn't pop out, because it is holding my ear down. And this is not professional spirit gum. This is from the thrift store. It smells the same though. I don't know if this is gonna stick. It doesn't feel like it wants to. Oh, maybe. Cool. It's giving me a bit of a facelift. Lovely. I look like I'm going for a swim. Now I'm gonna get rid of my eyebrows. Probably just gonna rip through this really quickly because it's super repetitive. I did do kind of an in-depth how to cover your brow in my Babadook video. If you need it, I'll be right back. Look what I have. Wow! And I'm just gonna start using the lightest green and we can go from there. Just applying with a brush and then smoothing it out with a sponge. I'm not sure if I should use this water-based paint over the eyebrows. I think it might make the glue unstick. This is pretty fun. I don't know if water-based paint is the best for painting on top of a bald cap, but it is working just fine and I don't care if it's perfect. I just really, really wanted to use this palette. I am going to attempt to put it over the brow. I made the paint quite thick with not a ton of water. I think it should be okay. I'm also gonna paint my little fins as I go. I made these out of hot glue, wax paper, and a little bit of liquid latex. Cool. Now I'm gonna take this duo fiber brush because it's kind of spiky. And I've got kind of a deeper blue-green color on, and I'm just gonna stipple it on to give the skin some texture. So I don't want it to be just flat green. Because she is like a little icky. No offense to her. Icky in the best way. I'm also trying to film a TikTok kind of as I go, and I'm trying to decide at what point is a good point to like stop and film a little snippet. This might be a good point. I'm really bad at TikTok. Short form content is not my forte, but I am trying. Kind of forgot that I did need to do my under eye. Like I was like waiting to apply concealer. And still just doing the same steps to my little fins as I go. Now I'm gonna move into using some powder. This is a ColourPop Matte About Hue palette. In some photos of her, it looked like she had kind of a purple smoky eye, and some it looked like she was just all green. I think we're gonna go with the all green version. She does have a very pronounced eyelid, so I'm gonna give her a cute crease. This shade is literally called Kelp. How perfect. She also has like pretty gnarly bags under her eyes, which is adorable. So I will definitely be adding that. It is so fun to do looks like this sometimes. I feel like you can't really mess it up. It feels like painting, like you can just do whatever you want. I'm very much looking forward to doing her big blue lips and the lashes. I'm also gonna use the powder to do a little bit of shading. It was super hard for some reason to find any reference photos of her. Now I look like the Grinch. It just keeps changing. I don't usually enhance my smile lines. Definitely different. She doesn't have any chin, so I think I'm just gonna have to make the lips massive. Huge! I'm gonna give her a little bit of a cheekbone. I'm gonna use some powder on these as well for a little bit of shading, making it darker in between the raised parts to really make them stand out. I should probably try to stick these on right now because we could have an emergency on our hands. I'm gonna cut a tiny hole in my wig cap and see if I can just kind of stick it in. I really would rather not cut my hair. I don't want to cut too big of a hole. Yay! That was really loud in there. It kind of popped through and hurt my ear. Now I gotta get this one to kind of line up. Wow, it's so noisy in there. Sounds are like super magnified. And now I can hear. That's so nice. I have a fin for the top of my head too. I don't know how that is gonna stick. That's gonna be a challenge. I kind of look like a weird version of Shrek. I'm gonna give myself some little pointy fish nostrils. Yikes. And I think she needs a nice thick liner. And she's a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. I'm gonna outline some lips. They're juicy, like really juicy. Oh, this liner's so creamy. It looks like a beautiful mustache. Her bottom lip is more narrow than the top lip. Imagine. I cannot wait to use this eyeliner as eyeliner. It's by Pacifica. It's very nice. My favorite lipstick, the Milk Jumbo Pencil by NYX. That feels so wrong. They're gonna need a lot of shading. Wow, I should have exfoliated my lips. Oh my god. This is disgusting. This is the worst lipstick ever. I'm gonna try some of the water-based white instead. That feels like it's gonna be better, but we'll see when it dries. Oh, I should have mixed the blue right into that white, because I am gonna put a little bit of blue on top. Silly. Still a little bit icky. Adding a little bit of light blue. Sometimes her lips looked white and sometimes they looked blue, but I think blue will look less horrific. Now I'll really give them some definition. I'm gonna darken the outer corners of the lip to try to give them a little bit more of a 3D dimension. To make this part come forward more. This is so ugly, I love it. I am never gonna wanna wash this off. Can I stay like this forever? Like, how fun to just paint some new lips. Wow. I keep forgetting about my TikTok. It's so hard to conceal this shadow under my lip. It looks really funny when I smile. I do not know how I'm gonna get this to stick. I'm gonna try Spirit Gum, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Let this dry a little bit. While I'm waiting, I'll just clean up some of these lines a little bit. It tried to stick for a second. I should have put my lashes on first. That's okay. If it falls off, at least we know that we can stick it back on. This is the best makeup I've ever done. Look at my hands. Okay, let's just take that off for now. If I was gonna wear this costume out, I would definitely put that on a headband. That's not staying on. I made these gorgeous eyelashes out of paper, or I guess cardstock. I wanted them to be extra dramatic. These lashes are so heavy. I think I should draw on some bottom lashes as well because she does have really nice bottom lashes. They kind of look like our extra sliced lashes. I am gonna put on some bottom lashes. Super pretty. I think it needs a dark waterline. Yikes. I can add a few white highlights just to give it almost like a sheen. Give a little bit in here, maybe a little bit here. Even add a little shine to the eyelid. Oh yeah, I love that. Maybe a little inner corner highlight. Gorgeous. I think I should probably paint my hands. I'm gonna do it. They're already partially painted anyway. I should have made some webbed fingers. I totally could have. Nice. Get this thing stuck on again. I'm gonna add a little bit more shading while I'm waiting. I feel like she needs just a little bit more dimension. Oh my God. She is stunning. You have to stay on. I think she's done. What do you guys think? This is hilarious. That was so much fun. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.